Time to talk quarterbacks, and Kerry Byrne of Cold Hard Football Facts is telling us that Russell Wilson is a better quarterback than Andrew Luck. Is that what you're telling us?
Right now, Russell Wilson is a better quarterback. We're not better, more efficient numbers. Not passing the ball as much. But you know what? The numbers are quite incredible. He owns, especially over the last 5 weeks, he owns the rookie class of quarterbacks.
Now, I know you're all based on the numbers. I know you have a bunch of trolls over there at Cold Hard Football Facts, but what are you guys smoking over there? Huh?
What happens with a guy like Andrew Luck? And we see it all the time. He's the #1 pick. People are waiting for him to finally live up to the hype. And listen, I'm not saying Andrew Luck's a bad quarterback. He may ultimately prove to be a Hall of Famer, to be the better player. But right now, the guy playing the best quarterback in the NFL among rookies is Russell Wilson. A higher rating, much more likely to get the ball in the end zone. Beat Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, by the way.
Beat Aaron Rodgers? Can we put an asterisk next to that?
Good point. But they were in the game. He owns the most. If you look at the list of most efficient games among rookie quarterbacks, it's Wilson, 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 Wilson. This guy's playing really good football and not getting enough credit for it.
All I can think of is the movie Castaway. Wilson! Wilson! Look at those numbers, though. 4 of the top 6 rookie performances this year. Where's Andrew Luck's name on that list?
Andrew Luck, in fact, has the lowest best game among rookie quarterbacks so far this season. If you look at the top-rated performance of each of the 5 rookie quarterbacks, all of them have their best game more highly rated than Andrew Luck's. Now listen, that's not to say he's a bad. People are going to say, "Oh, you hate Andrew Luck." No. What I'm saying is right now, he's clearly not the best passer among the group. He's 4th in completion percentage. He's 3rd in passer rating. He's putting up ordinary numbers. Yes, he has poise. Yes, he's won some good games. He also beat the Packers, and he really beat the Packers, put up 30 points on them. But he's not putting up great numbers by any measure. Not by any measure. He's putting up ordinary, humble, even below average numbers.
Well, let's look at the numbers of Luck versus Wilson, the traditional numbers. As you mentioned, Andrew Luck passes the ball a lot more, but Russell Wilson not only has a better completion percentage and being more efficient, he's thrown 5 more touchdowns and 1 less interception.
In 5 more touchdowns in 109 fewer attempts, by the way. His touchdown percentage is more than twice that of Andrew Luck's. He's much more likely to get the ball in the end zone. And granted, he's on an average base, he's throwing, he's more likely to throw interceptions by percentage points. But, their average per attempt is the same. They're both getting the ball down the field. Andrew Luck a tiny bit better. Why? The only reason Russell Wilson's not getting all the attention, Butch, and this is it, we see this all the time in the NFL, he was a 3rd-round draft pick. He's an undersized guy. He's not supposed to be able to play in the NFL. Well, everyone is waiting to anoint Andrew Luck a Hall of Famer this early in his career. And right now, the numbers aren't there. The performances aren't there.
Back to the draft in a second, but you got another number for us that proves that you think that Russell Wilson has got some quality wins.
The Seattle Seahawks right now and the Houston Texans, the only 2 teams in the NFL with 3 quality wins. It's hard to consistently beat good teams in the NFL. Granted, one of them, that controversial win against the Packers, it is what it is.
Quality win defined as what?
When you beat an opponent with that, it is above 500. A team above 500 is what we call a quality opponent, a quality team. It's tough to beat them. The Seahawks and the Houston Texans, a win over Aaron Rodgers again, controversial over Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. A win over Tom Brady and the Patriots, by the way. Yep. A win over, a pretty good Minnesota Vikings team. This is a guy who seems to have what it takes to win games and to play well in the clutch. I think if Russell Wilson were the #1 overall pick right now, he would be the toast of every sportscast on ESPN and everywhere right now.
We won't know this for probably 2 decades. But we look back at 1979 in that draft, and Joe Montana was the 3rd quarterback taken in that draft. He was the last pick of the 3rd round. Phil Simms was the 1st quarterback taken with the #7 overall pick by the Giants. The immortal Steve Fuller out of Clemson, I believe he was taken by Kansas City, I think. I could be wrong about that.
He played for Kansas City. I can't remember where he was drafted.
Okay. But then Montana, of course, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, if not the greatest, taken in the 3rd round. Russell Wilson this year, the 6th quarterback taken. People all know Luck, RG3, Tannehill, and Whedon. Brock Osweiler was taken ahead of him by the Broncos.
5 quarterbacks, not just 4, 5 taken ahead of Russell Wilson. All I'm saying is this guy seems to have something a little special going on. And honestly, he is the great rookie story right now. An undersized 3rd-round draft pick, making less than $1 million a year, Butch, which is not big money for an NFL quarterback. This guy's a really good story, and I think he's really building something there in Seattle.
All right, you've already pissed off a bunch of Colts fans and football traditionalists by saying that Russell Wilson at this point is better than Andrew Luck. Now I'm giving you a chance for that soundbite that could live 10 years from now. When it's all said and done, a decade from now, who's the better quarterback, Andrew Luck or Russell Wilson?
I don't know. I really don't. I mean, the odds say that Andrew Luck will be, okay? Because those #1 picks tend to really, we all know the bust, right? We all know the famous guys who, field the high picks, the Ryan Leafs, Tim Couch's guys, drafted 1 or 2 who failed to live up. Yeah, who failed to live up. But for the most part, the NFL typically nails these guys. Go Terry Bradshaw, however you want to look at it. The NFL has great success. Peyton Manning with top picks. At the end of, the odds say Andrew Luck, but right now, today, the guy not getting enough attention, the guy playing the better football is Russell Wilson, not Andrew Luck.
Russell Wilson, better than Andrew Luck. The numbers back it up. Hey, don't argue with me. Argue with him. Go to cold.footballfacts.com, throw vegetables at the screen, do what you want. He's Kerry Byrne, I'm Butch Stearns. This is Cold Hard Football Facts on Football Nation.